kind of products are you?
Better ask your question again.
Haha would tell me many stories where you would say to her and the community that there would be a time where we would need to grow our own food and be resourceful all on our own without being dependent on any outside system. And the question I have is that there's been a lot of hype in the news about the internet going down or the grid going down before the election or by the election. And they always talk about now being prepared for that, because that would be what is considered one of the great resets by the New World Order. I wonder if that's true or if there's any reality to it or not.
I don't know if there is, but I can tell you that's the reason why we got liberty. That was the whole idea behind getting a piece of land where people could live and sustain themselves. If that ever did come to pass.
I do feel that same message has been given over and over, looking towards a future marker of some sort. And it's good to keep people aware and be maybe just aware, I think. I don't think it's going to happen yet, personally. But I think everything's going to be pretty normal that way. And there can be a lot of hype and hysteria in the internet, of course. But I think we should calmly be prepared always and know that we have backup.
Right.
We need to get a cow so we can milk it.
I make a lot of my own products and I grow sprouts, and I'm starting to figure out about growing my own food. So I just depended on myself, and yeah, so I'm already beginning to prepare. Yet it is stupid with all the hype, but there could be some sense about it. I am aware, after studying elections every several years, that there's a big impact that happened not only on the economy, but socially. And there is always a buildup to that and some challenge that arises with people. So I do like to be proactive. I just had the thought to ask you, and thank you for that. And I do know that's why we got liberty.
The advice I was given as for preparing for that is to get to know who is your local farmers, local food banks, local sources of people that grow food for community consumption, and get to know those people before it comes to that, and buy as much of your food as you can from those farmers at the markets where they sell their goods. And by having a seed bank so that you're not scrambling trying to locate seeds is a good way to prepare for that as well.
Yeah, I've got a great seed bank. So yeah, thank you.
And
Greta, what do you want to talk about?
And doing sprouts is wonderful.
She said, and doing sprouts is wonderful.
And
I am.
you are? Oh, I
Well, we
would.
have 4.
Yeah, they're so much nutrition and they're very super easy to do.
Uh,
Very, I have a whole thing going on now in the house. They're very easy to grow and cheap to make, very cheap.
You're growing them now?
Oh yeah, every day I grow them. I have
Can
a
you
whole
show
batch
us?
going. Sure, hold on,
Show
let me go
us?
get it. Yeah, 1 second.
Clint, what do you want to talk about? Uh, uh, uh. Luncheon, what do you want to talk about?
Hmm.
Mm. Mm.
Don't have anything right now.
Shaking it, what do you want to talk about?
Can I ask a very blunt, honest question?
A boring, honest question?
Blunt.
Blunt,
Yeah,
like a sock in the gut?
it could be.
Yeah.
What is the difference between this and a cult?
Oh, well, what's a cult?
A cult is people that either believe in a way of thought or looking at someone as a charismatic leader and obeying everything they do because that's what they tell them to
What
do.
is the etymology of cult?
What do you mean by the word etymology?
What does the word mean?
I don't know what that word means.
Cultish. People who breathe together. It comes from the word cultish in Latin, which people who breathe together. Doesn't that sound wonderful?
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it means. Sophia, show us your sprouts.
Oh, so this is one fresh bowl of sprouts, and this is another fresh bowl of broccoli. There's 5 different kinds of sprouts, and this is one of the jars that I have some that are without covers, but this is the cover, and then you just put them upside down and they grow every 2 days. They get a whole bunch where they comes in this super pack of nutrition, and you just get to eat it.
Who else makes sprouts
Mm.
here besides Sophia?
I do. Rashida.
Who?
You know.
Wow.
You do?
Rashida.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who would
I
like
don't
to?
now, but I used to.
Shaking
Super
Who would
easy.
like to make sprouts that isn't making sprouts?
Me.
All right. Who would like to go to Sprouts Farmers Market? What are you eating, Punchin?
New England clam chowder.
Okay, is there something you'd like to talk about?
No, not at the moment.
Joshua, you're upside down. What would you like to talk about upside down? I don't think they can see you. Almost.
It's maybe
Pull that end out a little bit.
Yeah,
It may
be
be
careful.
a-
It
Say again?
needs to be careful of the painting because it's leaning on
Oh, yeah. Yes.
things.
There he is. Perfect. What would you like?
This may be a teaching related question, or it is,
What'd you say?
in the case that you want to record it.
It's recording.
Oh, it is. All right. In working with either Yogi Bhajan specifically or anyone else that you studied with, Was there a specific teaching or practice that you worked with in terms of circulating your own sexual energy? Or was there anything that you studied that you found effective for you in circulating or bringing the energy from the lower sex centers up into the crown?
Well, that's exactly what Kundalini Yoga is. And we teach two kinds of Kundalini Yoga here. We teach Yogi Bhajan's version, which is a lot of different things you do.
Mhm.
And then we teach Rudy's version, which is just one thing you do. I always found, once I found Rudy's version, I never did any of Yogi Bhajan's version anymore, because that one version of Kundalini Yoga was so effective. Completely balanced my Kundalini very quickly and never needed to do anything else.
There is a sex energy transformation set in the
Mhm.
sadhana guidelines.
Interesting. Maybe it's just something I haven't tuned into or been aware of, but when I'm practicing, well, I guess that's not necessarily true in its entirety, but I don't always fully relate to or correlate to Kundalini as circulating my own sexual energy in that way.
That's all it is,
Yeah. So maybe it's,
breathing and circulating.
Sexual energy, life force energy, same thing.
Have you read Rudy's book, Spiritual Cannibalism?
I've read portions of it, not from front to end.
At least you've read the part where he describes the exercise.
Yes. Okay. So it's just different views of,
That's why we're doing all that Molbon stuff at the end of
yeah.
exercises too, is to squeeze that up.
I think,
And the pumping, the navel pumping, like pull all that up to the higher centers. And with the voice, with the mantras,
mhm.
constantly doing that.
I think maybe what's either been throwing me off or just allowing me to look at it differently is the way the Taoists view in Mantak Chia, the way that he speaks about chi, prana, sexual energy. They speak about it in a very, again, it is the same, just different language and different practices.
Pull that out so we can see him. There.
There's also squeezing up and releasing, squeezing and
So
releasing.
Pure,
without-
what do you want to talk about?
I've nothing at the moment. Right now, I just want to get a cold drink from the fridge.
What kind of cold drink?
I
I'm
like,
not sure. I'm gonna see if there's any.
I like
anyone.
your cream soda.
Oh, thank you. And I think I have a Zevia.
Azebia.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, did we ask Romana? Romana, what do you want to talk about?
I don't have anything to talk about tonight.
Did we ask everybody now? Gwen, what do you want to talk about? Or do you want to take us out?
I got Lord Shiva.
Oh, well, Shiva's going to see what Shiva wants to
And
talk about.
Ruby just popped up.
Ruby just popped up.
Ruby, what do you want to talk about? You're muted.
She's working on it.
I don't have anything. Thank you.
Okay, what does Shiva want to talk about?
Mm. 49. Wherever satisfaction is found in whatever act, actualize this. Wherever satisfaction is found in whatever act, actualize this.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Okay. Clint, it's your turn.
I
Aye.
Hey,
Aye.
hey,
I bye.
bye bye.
Computer, turn Tay off Tay.